all right, they're happy to do it. You start to push on their shoulder blades a little bit, and they don't want to, they'll start to challenge that. So here, but notice here, I just put a little bit on him. I didn't try to commit to it. Just want him to feel that a little bit, because now suddenly he doesn't want to go down. Okay, I mean, that's the thing, right? Change this whole kind of option. You say, well, Dale's taking a little control here, and now I don't want to do it. But I'm not trying to start a war with him at the same time, right? This is just about me, how I'm kind of communicating with him through how I'm interacting here, giving him a sense of the kind of the theme that's going to happen, but not in a way that, so in a way I'm kind of accommodating him a little bit, because picture is like a child that's become very selfish, and you're changing your parenting style, but they still have to work through it. Okay, so the working through part is still allowing that to happen, because I'm not trying to push him too much right now. This is just about, you know, because here's the thing, I want to do this right here, because if I as soon as I start moving out in the open, he tries to get that muzzle off, that changes a lot, because I don't have the crate right here, and then I have to, you know, stay ahead of him, and it's going to intensify the situation. So here, if he's going to have that moment of trying to challenge me, I want it to happen right here. But I'm not trying to create it either. So I'm just kind of just setting things up so that I can start to advance forward to go out to the bathroom, because that's another situation. You get out there, and now I have a privacy fence, which helps a lot, because with him being so reactive to other dogs, I'm not going to allow that to kind of enter the equation, which before it would pretty quickly, and intensify things very fast, because I have neighbors with dogs that run the fence line. But now with the privacy fence, that helps to control this, so that he might hear them, but it's not going to give him that direct connection. So here, this is just me just saying we're waiting, we're holding the line here, we're just hanging out. He's looking over there. I'm going to tap just a bit. All right, so right here, see, I nudged that. There was a sound over there. He heard that, but see, I nudged him a little bit, because that's what's going to start to happen. Is just me kind of nudging, saying I control it, but just in a nudge. Not now. He stood up. He's moving here a little bit. That's fine, because I'm going to make a decision here in a minute to start to move with him. Okay, to the outside, to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to hook the GoPro on my hip here, because we're going to move here in a moment. Okay, you can see his eyes are red. Okay, his ears are up, but again, he's looking, seeing what is Dale doing here with this GoPro. I'm going to put it on my hip, so you get to see the whole thing here with him as I'm moving forward. Now we're going to start to go here. As I move with him, I'm just taking my time. He's coming out in the open area here. Just guiding him. I'm going to go through a little area to get out to the outside here, to the door area. Controlling him. Right in the open. He wants to move forward. I'm not going to allow it to happen. Very tense here. This can still unravel pretty quickly for me. So. Taking my time again on the outside. Moving forward. Not letting them sniff the grass or anything. I'm tapping a little bit as we move. Taking them to the spot I take dogs for going to the bathroom. So right here, now I'm going to let him go out here on the leash. I want him to go to the bathroom, so I extend the leash out here a little bit. I'll start to circle him around, letting him the light sniff, no problem. But again, if he tries to rip that muzzle off, I have to tap him out of that. So he's got to accept the muzzle through me. I'll tap a little bit, he's looking around. I just want him to stay focused on starting to check things out. I'm starting to establish a little bit of a routine here. This is where he'll know this is where he goes to the bathroom. tapping a little bit here. Just tap. See, I'm nudging a little bit just to communicate with him. I want him to kind of not to focus on anything other than just kind of, I'll let him sniff so he establishes an understanding as to what I want. Now, he may not go, but let's start to set it up here. Wants to check things out. I'm just tapping just a little bit here, and so I'm communicating with him. So what I allow is the sniffing on the grass. Now he's just kind of standing here, but let's see if he's gonna go or not. Give him some time. Because even out here, you know, he's air scenting. Even the issue about other dogs and how his mind is moving, I'm going to intercept some of that just by nudging a little bit. Right here, same thing. So I put a little bit of pressure on, a little bit of influence on him. So this is about just starting to create, establish a routine here. Him get the idea of what the expectation is for going to the bathroom. Here he's going down to a sit. So I'm not going to try to force, like I said, force it too much here. Because again, this is still about him working through this a little bit here. So there is a little bit accommodating. Now he's pulling back. But I just lock in with the leash. But as I do this, you see here, this will start taking steam, then he moved forward. So what you do here is you have to commit to what you want without trying to start a battle. Just like, it's just all about technique, just about how you're locking in with the leash. Because the concept here is that, now he's starting to go back to sniffing again, which is fine, is buckling him, just like the tug-of-war team that collapses. The whole concept here is bringing him to an edge of agreeableness and acceptance without using a lot of influence to do that, to trigger a moment of aggression with dogs. This is just about, you know, how you kind of lay out the framework. Same here, I'll just tap, see a little tap just a bit. Because I want him to start, I'm starting to communicate with him, just how I move the leash to set up him starting to do what I want him to do with sniffing and going to the bath. So how I do that is just I'm kind of breaking his connection here with how he's investing in other things. But just ever so subtly. Because again, he has to get relaxed here a little bit too. So my expectation here isn't necessarily that he's going to go to the bathroom at this moment, but start to set that up. There's other things out here, I'll just tap him on that a little bit.